Scarcity shrinks your thinking. Simple as that. Abundance expands it. When you believe there's not enough, then you protect, you hesitate, you hold back. When you believe there's more available, you're going to be more, like I always say, on the offensive. You're creating, you're investing, you're taking action. Break something so you can fix it. Whatever, right? That's where the momentum lives. That's where it goes. We talked about you don't get confidence and then, take action. You take action, get confidence. Good morning, Jace Hunter. Good to see you. Think about pricing in business. A scarcity mindset says, well, I can't charge that. They'll never pay that. An abundance mindset says, how do I increase the value so that price makes sense? Right? Some of the people that I've coached and they become clients and even friends are like, man, I know I quote this job well. I know we perform it well. What's wrong? Why do not have more money left over? Sometimes it's just as simple as you just need to charge more. But if you're going to charge more, be worth it. Don't just raise your prices and say, well, it's $4,500 to do the job. It's $0 to not do the job. Don't do that. Deliver a better experience. Okay. How do I increase the value so that the price makes sense? Same situation, different thinking, right? Those two things, different results. Okay. And there's always a cost to stay in the same, right? If you stay in scarcity, coffee break, you undercharge, you avoid risk, you limit growth, you miss opportunities. You stay safe, and maybe you probably even stay in business and keep the same relationships. And, it's just kind of the same thing year after year, but you stay small and you make the same amount or less because you're not changing. You're not growing. Okay. All right. When you move into abundance, you think bigger. You take calculated risks. You invest in growth. You create opportunity. Abundance creates expansion. Okay. Oh, Bob, how do we do that? You're always telling us what to do. How do we do that? Pay attention to what comes out of your mouth, or the narrative, that internal narrative, things that go on inside your head. The words, I can't afford. There's not enough. That won't work here. Wipe those out and replace them with, how can I make this work? One of my favorite ones, and any of these guys that are on here, Matt Moore and Tyler Kirk and guys like that will tell you, I'll often say, what would have to happen? And well, this a quick side story. He used to have a drywaller, right? My guy, Mark, named him Can't Be Done. He would come in and go, can't be done. And so Mark would go, well, what if we did this and this and this? Well, I mean, we might be able to do something there. And then if we did this, this, and this, and would that work? He goes, well, yeah. And Mark would say, and finally, that if we did this, then, and he'd go, yeah, I guess that would work. So Mark would say, so it can be done. You go, yeah, I guess it can be done. So we would go from it can't be done all of a sudden to get it can be done. Also, another drywall story. A guy told me there's no such thing as a drywall emergency once. Shoot, I like it. So yeah, how can I make this work? It can be done. All right. The next one is focus on value creation. Okay. Step your game up. Instead of competing on price, focus on better service. Provide a better experience. Communicate better. Deliver a better outcome. Value creates opportunity. Be better than the other person. Simple as that. It takes work. Invest in yourself. Invest in growth. Scarcity avoids investment. Nah, we don't want to do that. Why would I go to that event? $3,500 or $5,000 for plane tickets and all the stuff. What's it going to get me? Guys, you'd throw up if I told you what I've spent on personal development in the last 5 or 6 years. I might too. Why not invest in some coaching, some systems, some people, some marketing? You don't do social? Get somebody to do it. You're not good at it? Get good at it. Growth requires investment, okay? Wow, I feel like I'm yelling at you today. Guys, expand your thinking if you can, right? Ask yourself, what would this look like if it worked?